Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. It is officially 2020 as you're watching this. I thought I would do a get ready with me. I did one last New Year's Eve and I thought I would do one again this year. I've already done my hair. What I do, it's not that complicated, is I curl it with a wand, as you would normally do. But what I do is I take, say, this strand and I wrap it around the tong, and what I do is I don't wrap the end around, so then the ends are kind of half straight. Gives you these kind of beachy waves, because it's not too much. Also, from my last video, people were asking me what nail polish I was using. I reapplied the same one today, and it's the Barry M Molten Metal Nail Paint in the shade Blue Glacier. And it says blue, and it is slightly blue actually, but I feel like it's more silver, which is very nice for New Year's Eve or parties or just kind of winter in general. I really like it. I am actually going to be doing eyes first because although I love my lash lift and tint, which by the way is still very much intact, the only issue is I love them, especially how I look without makeup, but they just get in the way, particularly when I do my liquid eyeliner, and it's very annoying. So for that reason I have to do my eyes first, because if I mess up my liquid liner then I'll have to start again, and it's better if I start again when my face has not been done yet. So I'm gonna do my eyeshadow first, and I'm using my Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. This is the best palette for an occasion, even every day. Like, I use this palette on a daily basis, not on a daily basis, I don't wear makeup every day, but I'd say it's probably my most frequently used palette when I do want to do eyeshadow. Tonight I'm going to my friend Tash's house. So Tash's birthday is on New Year's Eve, so we always do something together. We are going out to a club. It's actually like a disco event, so not really our scene to be honest. We all love R&B, and Bristol is such a good city for a night out. I don't know how. They're just, or let me know, because maybe I don't know, because to be honest I'm not someone who goes out a lot, but is there a big club that is good for R&B music? Because we were trying to find a New Year's Eve event that was like, you know, an R&B type thing, and we just could not find anything. And there are certain clubs which has like an R&B room, but they have a reputation for just having underage people in there, and we were like, we don't want to feel old. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, so what if we're a few years older than the people in there? Like, at least the music would be good. And then other clubs, they're like, yeah, we have an R&B room, but it's just not R&B, it's like pop, or it's like R&B, but they ruin it with remixing every song. So we found this event, and it's like a disco event, so I think it's going to be like old school songs, which isn't as bad as like going to like drum and bass or something, because I hate drum and bass, techno, like I just can't vibe to it. I feel like you have to be actually on something to enjoy that kind of music. It should be really fun. So let me know what you guys got up to, and if you got really drunk, because I'm already dreading the hangover tomorrow. This year I'm drinking, usually I drink vodka. I don't know why, but I decided to be different this year. I'm not drinking vodka, I'm drinking these, I've got these cans which are like pre-mixed passion fruit martinis. Actually, no, I am still drinking vodka because I think martini is made from vodka. So yeah, but I'm having those. It's a pack of 4. I'm thinking that will get me on a good level because I am quite a lightweight, so 4 of those should do the trick. And I'm also gonna take, my parents have a bottle of tequila that they said I could take, and tequila is my favourite shot to do ever. I love doing tequila, but I hate how it makes me feel the next day. So I'm going to take that as well so we can do some shots, and I feel like that will just take me to the perfect level of drunk. Fast forward like 6 hours, I'm probably, imagine if I'm like throwing up in the taxi. That's happened to me before. I really don't want to repeat that. Oh my god, guys. So this has just gone off onto a whole tangent, but this was freshers of second year. I went out with Lydia, you guys know Lydia, and 2 other girls that we were friends with. They're lovely, they like the same music as us. We went out with them and I got so drunk at Prees. It was the first time I'd had squodka or squashka, which is basically vodka, lemonade and squash, and it's lethal because of the squash you can't taste the vodka, so your drinks end up being very strong and you get very fucked up without even knowing it. We got in the taxi, and you know when you're just sat there and it just hits you all in one moment, and I was just sat in the taxi like being a normal good passenger, just facing my front. And then just like that, I was like, I'm gonna be like, I'm ill. And just like that, I don't even think I said anything to Lydia, who was sat next to me, poor girl. I think I just started throwing up, and I started throwing up. You know, you hear stories, people throw out the window. I just started throwing up on my lap. So I was just sat there throwing up on my lap, like catching it. Did I catch it in my hands, or did I just let it go on my dress? I don't know, it's so grim. So then I had to roll down the window and start throwing it out. I can't believe that. And of course Lydia got her phone out and started filming me. Like, there is video footage of this. And so my dress was stained. I had sick down my front that I tried to clean off. Obviously I had sick on my hands, like just a whole mess. So that's what I don't want to happen tonight, and that night, that happened because of squodka or squashka. Don't be a victim to squashka. Be careful if you're putting squash in your alcoholic beverages. But yeah, basically I'm mixing vodka and tequila tonight. We'll see how it all pans out. Recently I've been watching You. I feel like everyone's been on that. I think I'm on episode 7, so please don't spoil it for me in the comments because I haven't finished it yet. And I've been watching that whole drama between Stephanie Sue and Nikado Avocado on YouTube. Oh my god, if you don't know about that beef. Oh my god, let's start with You. So I was so excited for You. I binge watched season 1 last year when it came out. It was just like, it was everything. It was a great program. When season 2 came out, I started watching it on Boxing Day, and to be honest, I haven't binged it because I do just feel like it's not as good as season 1, which is not that surprising. A lot of the time, like, these follow-up seasons just aren't as good as the first season, you know, because it's like the first season had the magic, and I feel like it's going to be like that with Haunting of Hill House. I can't actually wait for season 2. I'm so excited for that. I don't actually know when it's coming out, but they've kept us waiting a long fucking time. It's still like enjoyable to watch. Like, it's been good so far, but it's just not been the same as season 1. At this point, Joe has become predictable. Like, from season 1, I was calling it, like, oh, he's gonna do this, oh, he's gonna do that. Because at this point, like, as the viewers, we all know what he's like. We know his character. We've seen him in season 1. So yeah, but I just don't feel, I feel a little bit bored at some points, whereas I feel like in season 1 I didn't really get bored. But I feel like this time the love interest, Love, her name is Love, I feel like she's almost as crazy as him. Like before, like Beck was a perfectly normal girl, you know, the girl next door, and we were like, oh God, like, she's had the worst luck finding him. But with love, it's like, this girl is actually a little bit unhinged too. And then the whole Stephanie Sue, Nikado, avocado drama. Wow. Just wow. It's like James and Tati 2.0. It's so crazy because I watched Stephanie Sue's video quite soon after she put it out. I was like, oh my God, that's so horrible. Like, I can't believe he made her feel like that. But not gonna lie, whilst I was watching it, I was thinking, this is a little bit theatrical. Like, I don't know. I was just a bit like, oh my goodness, like, this is such a drama. And then Nikado, I don't actually know, is his name Nick? He put out his video last night. I watched it today. It's an hour and a half long. I've watched the whole thing. I watched 30 minutes of it in the gym this morning doing my cardio, and then I watched the other hour just in bits throughout the day. And I just don't know who to believe now. It's like James and Tati, because it was like Tati put out her video and everyone was like, James Charles is so cancelled, blah blah. And then James put out his video and then everyone flipped and was like on James's side. And I just don't really know what to believe now. But Nick, or Nikado, he had a lot of receipts. Like, every point he was making, he had proof for. So I was like, very interesting. I don't know what to believe, but let me know if you've been keeping up with that drama. I had to BRB because I just had to do my eyes off camera. I literally didn't even breathe when doing my eyeliner. And I still fucked it up. I still had to wipe the end of a wing off, and just terrible. And I used the Stila Magnificent Metals liquid eyeshadow in Kitten Karma, and it's literally amazing, but I got so much glitter fallout. I think it's because it's starting to dry up. Like, I got this 2 Christmases ago. I think it's only just starting to run out. I'm gonna finally move on to the face and actually start answering your questions, because I thought I would do this, answer a few questions and make this kind of into a Q&A, because it would give the video more structure. But I also asked you guys to send me in what your 2020 resolutions were. I actually did talk about my resolutions, if you're interested, in my previous video, and kind of my mentality for 2020. But I was interested in your guys' ones. Someone said their resolution was to do more traveling, and I feel like that's a really good resolution. That's quite a common one, like just to see more of the world in the coming year. It's actually not one of my, I mean, I would, because every year I do go away, like with my friends, with my family, but with my family we always go to Turkey, because that's where the rest, is that gonna match? That's where the rest of my family is. But with my girlfriends, the girls I'm going out with tonight, is that gonna match? Right, if it doesn't, we can always bronze up. We always go somewhere different every year, because, you know, you just want to see more of the world. You don't really want to visit the same place twice with like the same people. I don't know. So like last year, the summer just gone, we went to Prague, and then before that we went to Madrid, before that we went to Dublin, and then before that I think we went to Barcelona. I don't know where we're going this year, but we haven't had like a girls' holiday which is beachy, like, I don't know, like Ibiza, or but those places are very expensive. Ibiza's very expensive. Or like, we've never been on like Azante or like Ayia Napa or whatever. To be honest, they've just never appealed to us, like those kinds of holidays. Okay, Alice said, Alice is my friend, drinking an entire crate of Desperados in one sitting. To be fair, me and Alice love Desperados. Like at uni, it was our thing. I didn't read a single book this year, so goal, read at least 5 books. That's a really good one that I didn't think of. Yeah, I don't read enough either, and now that I'm out of uni and I'm not studying this year, I feel like actually I'm going to add that to my list of goals, because I really do enjoy reading when it's for pleasure. Obviously I had to read when I did English Lit at A level. Is that enough foundation? I had to read, oh, I did 2 layers. That's got to be enough. Reading for pleasure I haven't done in such a long time, because then I went to uni and I was like, I'm not doing English Lit anymore, I can read what I want. But then I was just so like, I don't know how people manage it, like to read alongside uni. Oh, this is a really good one. Not buy any clothes for at least the first 6 months of 2020. I have kind of been feeling like this too. Like, I want to buy less shit. Like, I just feel like particularly me, I'm someone who gets scammed very easily by these deals that people do. Like, even on Boxing Day, I was saying to my mum, I went onto Boots, and basically I really wanted a new Pixie retinol tonic, and Boots had this offer where if you bought 2 other Pixie skincare products, you got the retinol tonic for free. So I was telling my mum about that, and I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna do this deal, mum. And she was like, well, how much are these other 2 products that you buy for them? And I went, they're £26 each. So she was like, what's you to spend £52 when you could just spend 18 on that tonic? And I was like, you've done something there, Zelda. Thank you. You've enlightened me. Because these deals, because in my mind, I'm thinking, that's so good because these are products I want to try anyway. But it's like, you can just try them later on down the line. You don't have to bulk buy things if you don't need to. I don't think I'm going to go on like a ban where I can't buy things, although that's a really good goal. But I do just want to be a bit smarter about what I spend my money on, because as I said, I get sucked into these promotions so easily without actually thinking whether it's smart or not. And like 9 times out of 10 they're not smart at all. You're just spending more money. It's like 3 for 2 as well. Like, if you went into a shop only wanting to buy 1 thing and you come out buying 3 because it's 3 for 2, like, you've spent more money than you planned to, so you've lost. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like I want to be a bit smarter. And also, I've been doing this like without meaning to anyway recently, but I've started to buy less fast fashion. I used to shop on Misguided and Pretty Little Thing more, and I do feel like it's important to just be mindful of that and try to cut that down. But it is hard if you're on a budget and you need cheap clothing. It's so hard to be 100% ethical in every single aspect of your life, and I think being mindful and cutting down your consumption is better. It should still kind of be celebrated and encouraged. I mean, to be fair, I haven't placed an order from Pretty Little Thing and Misguided in probably a year, because also it's the fast fashion element, but it's also just like, it's so cheap, great, but a lot of the clothes that I've bought in the past from there, they're just not, they don't last me that long because they are cheap. Like, as soon as they've had a few washes, the material goes to shit. My resolution is to stop giving a fuck about what people think. I think that is a fantastic resolution. You just do start enjoying life so much more when you stop caring about what other people think. It's almost in our nature, just as humans, to care about what other people think about us. But to care less is definitely a good resolution. I just feel like you have more inner peace. You can just do what you want without being so hung up on it, because when you, oh fuck me, that's such a bad blemish. When you are just questioning what you're doing all the time just for the sake of pleasing other people, I mean, it's just no way to live. It's just not. So yeah, I feel like that is a great resolution. Right, I'm gonna move on to the Q&A now. So someone asked, what's the best thing that happened to you this year? I think the best thing, wait, hang on, because 2019's been a bit shit really. What is the best thing? I mean, I talked about it in my last video, but just like some good things like on paper that happened in 2019 was just like I got my first job a few months ago. I got accepted onto a master's a couple of months ago. Because all those things are great, but like in my personal life and whatever, you know, what's really brought me happiness is just getting really close to a new group of people this year. Because I have mentioned it before, but in my first and second year of uni, lived in a house where not everyone got on. There's a bit of conflict, and basically what that meant was that our house was kind of divided into two, and we didn't really do things kind of just as a house. And this year we lived in a very cohesive. We live very cohesively, not even just cohesively, but just, you know, we all really got on, and every day without fail I would laugh. Someone would make me laugh. Even on bad days, it's just, you can't beat having good company and having people in your life who are just really fun to be around. So I think the best thing to come out of 2019, or the best thing to happen to me in 2019, was living with the people that I did at uni. Okay, someone said, do you have any tips on how to stop thinking about / missing someone? Your advice is the best. I think the foolproof way to miss someone or think about them less is just to keep yourself busy. If you keep yourself busy, if you keep yourself surrounded with other people, then hopefully you'll think about that person less. I mean, I do feel like there's not that much advice I can give, because a lot of it is just time, because you can keep yourself busy but like that person will still cross your mind, or you can keep yourself busy but then like what do you do when you go to bed at night and you're like, now what? So I don't know, I feel like a lot of it is just time. Like hopefully over time you'll just start to miss someone less and think about them less. But I do think something that does help, but not necessarily like get you to stop thinking about them altogether, is just keep yourself busy. Did you always know you wanted to go into clinical psychology? No, I used to like when I was in school, because I used to watch a lot of rom-coms and see like, you know, fucking Anne Hathaway and all of those people. I feel like in rom-coms a lot of women work in like for like magazines, or like as a journalist or an editor or writer for like some, you know, glamorous magazine. It looked like a very glamorous life. So growing up, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a journalist or work for a magazine, and you know, it just seemed very glamorous to me. It was definitely something I could have pursued, but I just kind of stopped wanting to do it. I was like, well, why do you actually want to do it? It's because you've seen it in the films, but that's not a realistic portrayal of what it's actually like. And during uni I wasn't sure, even like in my third year, I wasn't sure if I wanted to pursue clinical psychology, just because of how difficult it is and how long of a process it is. So I did consider going into like PR, because, you know, I'm good at English, or HR, because I feel like psychology gives you good skills to go into HR, doing a psychology degree. But then I just decided I'm not going to get as much fulfillment out of those jobs, so I decided to just go for clinical psychology. What are you most excited about for 2020? So I did mention this in my previous video, but I'm most excited to start my master's. I'm doing it in September of 2020, so I'm so excited. I'm trying Veganuary, so I'm hoping that I'll continue being vegan. Oh, that's the resolution I missed out. That is a really good resolution, to be fair. I feel like now is the best time to go vegan. I mean, I say this every year. Last year I was like, oh my god, like people should be going vegan. Like so many new options were coming out like last New Year, but like this New Year, like we're getting vegan KFC, Greg's is making a vegan steak bake, Domino's is coming out finally with vegan pizza, like Subway's coming out with their own meatball vegan sub. Like it's just insane. So I really feel like if you are thinking about veganuary, do try it. And I also feel like don't beat yourself up too much if you have one day where you slip up or whatever. Like it doesn't, if you slip up, that doesn't mean, oh, I have to stop being vegan now. Like just keep trying, you know. If you have a day where you mess up, that's fine, start again the next day. You know, just do what you can, really. I've been vegan for, why did I get that? I've been vegan for almost 3.5 years now. People ask me, like my friends ask me all the time, like, do you find it hard to be vegan? Be honest. I'm like, no, like it's really not hard. Right guys, I am in a bit of a rush. I'm running a bit late. Fuck, I completely forgot to eat dinner. Well, I need to eat something before I go out because otherwise I'll be sick. Yeah, I'm gonna finish off the rest of my makeup. It's pretty much done now anyway. It's just the final touches on my lips, and then I'll come back. I will show you guys what lip products I use, and I'll also show you guys my outfit. I've got my dinner. This is the Wicked Kitchen mac and cheese, and let's see if it's good or not. The best supermarket vegan mac and cheese is definitely M&S. It's got like crispy onions. It's average. It needs more salt. It's a bit bland, but it's not unedible. I don't think I'll finish all of this. But basically with my dress, guys, I got that one from H&M. If you watched my Come Shop With Me vlog, where I went specifically to find a New Year's Eve dress, I got that sequin one from H&M. And I feel like subconsciously, even I knew at the time, even though I decided on it, I kept the receipt and kept the tag on because I was like, knowing me, I'll change my mind last minute. And that's exactly what happened. I went on to ASOS after like the Boxing Day sales and everything. I was like, maybe I'll find a cute party dress, and I did. So I ordered it. Actually, I ordered several dresses using Klarna, and I returned the H&M one. So yeah, I'll show you guys my dress in a bit. And then I'm wearing these silver heels because Bristol is so casual, guys, with nights out. Like I've said this before, but most places people wear trainers, and usually I like that, but for New Year's Eve, like I want to dress up. I want to look special. It's a special occasion. So I got these heels, and then my friend was like, oh, it's a bit brave of you to wear those to the club we're going to. And I was like, what? I've never been to this club before. We're going to somewhere called the Marble Factory, if you're from Bristol. She was like, I just wouldn't recommend it. Like most people there are very casual. And I was like, for fuck's sake, it's New Year's Eve and I can't even wear heels. So then like I literally messaged Marble Factory on Facebook and I was like, what kind of vibe is your club? Like, would you recommend wearing heels? And they were like, you can wear what you want, but we would recommend something more comfortable like trainers or boots. So now I just don't know. I'm thinking I'll wear my heels, at least to Prees. You know, it'll be nice when we take photos as a group. And then I'll also bring a pair of trainers with me, and I might end up wearing trainers out. But I made sure to buy comfy heels. I'll show them to you guys. But the heel is like chunky. It's not like a thin like stiletto heel. It's like a chunky heel. After finishing this, well, I don't know if I'm going to finish it, but after I'm done with this, I need to do my lips. I need to put on liquid highlighter on my upper body because my dress is like, my shoulders and arms are going to be out. So I want to put on the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in, is this Champagne Pop? Yeah. Where's this? Oh, it's broken. I want to put this on my shoulders and my décolletage, do my lips, and then I need to pack my overnight bags. We're all staying at Tash's, and I need to get dressed. And we do actually have guests downstairs right now, so I'm running late. This is so stupid. Right. Let me tell you what I used on my lips. So I used the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Abu Dhabi. This is so frequently used by me. Probably, yeah, my most used matte nude lipstick. And then over the top, I put on the Marc Jacobs gloss in, I don't know what shade. These are a bit pricey. I don't know if I'd spend my own money on it because this was just given to me by my mum, I think. But it is a really nice, luxurious gloss. It's like a really high pigment one. Like, this isn't even put all over, I just put it in the center. As you can see, this dress is open at the top. And we want that, I feel like Rihanna. No, I don't. Sorry, I will never compare myself to Rihanna again. We want that glow on the collarbone as well, and on the shoulder. And then the other side. Oh my god, no. My foundation isn't blended properly. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, do you see that? What the fuck is that? If I just make it glow, people won't see. Can you see the fit? This dress is from ASOS. I'll link it down below because I'm not actually sure what the brand name is. I had to end up getting this dress in the size up because the size 8s were all out of stock. So it keeps slipping down at the back. It's a little bit big. Polka dot mesh, and then sleeves are frilly. And the shoes, can you see them? I've got a horrible bruise there. Are also from ASOS, from the brand Glamorous, and they've got like that wide heel. I ordered some dresses and they were just so glittery, and I just thought it's nice, but I'm probably just gonna wear it one day and then never wear it again. Whereas this dress, I feel like you could wear it for a lot of different occasions. It's just like a nice LBD really. So yeah, it's my outfit of the night. I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me, and I hope you guys had a great New Year's Eve. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the thumbs up down below, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Oh my god. Oh, filming myself and stuff. I missed it. Oh.
What are you doing with your lives? This is what should have been playing.
No, they played this. Was great.